we got ourselves a showdown with the brand new Jabra Evolve2 75 versus
the Poly Voyager Focus 2 UC. So stay tuned and let's see which one performs best.
For those of you that are new here, my name is David, and this is my little brother Drew.
And this is the channel where we review and compare all things relating to business headsets, speakerphones, and webcams. So do us a favor right now and hit that subscribe button.
All right, we're gonna put up the technical specs on the screen, and feel free to pause the video if you wanna review how they compare. And later on in this video, we're gonna test out both of the microphones so you can hear for yourself which one sounds best, so stay tuned for that.
Starting with the Poly Voyager Focus 2 UC, it's extremely comfortable and one of my most favorite headsets when it comes to comfort. It has this cushion headband, very soft leatherette, memory foam ear cushions, and the speakers swivel so it fits on your head extremely nice.
Looking at the Jabra Evolve2, it has two leather ear cushions and they built in two different types of foam. A softer one on the inside and a harder foam on the outside. So when you put the headset on, it helps block out background noise around you so you can focus in on your calls. And the second foam just makes the cushions feel very comfortable and not too much pressure on your ears. So I really like what they did with the ear cushions. And they have a leather cushion at the top of the headband to help the top of the headband feel lightweight and balanced.
Now that you know the differences between both headsets, you may be asking yourself, which one is most comfortable of the two? So I'll let David take it from here.
I find the Poly Voyager Focus 2 UC to be the most comfortable, just because the way they designed this stretchy leather headband at the top here makes the headset feel a lot lighter than it actually is. It's only 0.8 ounces lighter than the Jabra, but it feels like half the weight. I will say that Jabra's is still extremely comfortable, but it does block out more background noise with that dual foam technology. Would you agree?
Definitely. The way that Poly designed this headband cushion, whatever they did, it's extremely comfortable, but by no means is the Jabra bad in any way on comfort. Now let's talk a little bit more about the design of both of these headsets. The Poly Voyager Focus 2 UC is extremely sleek, lightweight, and I think looks very professional, but you can be the judge for yourself which one you think looks best. That being said, there's also your volume controls on one side of the headset, as well as your answer end control, mute, unmute, and you'll be able to wear the microphone on the right side or switch it around to have it be worn on the left side.
The Jabra is available in black and beige. It's primarily one color except for the adjustable headband, looks like a titanium color. My favorite part about this headset is the microphone design. It actually drops down into what they call the performance mode, and then you just move it up if you want to listen like headphones when you're listening to music or podcasts. Overall, the design looks sleek, looks modern. You have access to your buttons primarily on the right side and a few on the left, as well as your USB-C port on the bottom. Now, choosing the best is always subjective, and my personal preference is going to be the Jabra over the Poly, but I still really like the Poly. What would you rate as your best?
I'm right there with you. The Poly by no means is a bad looking headset. It looks very nice, but for all the reasons that David mentioned, I'm going with the Jabra because it looks like a more pair of traditional headphones. You can move that microphone down, move it up, and you have access to the different colors. Both models are designed for those of you that are using a mixture of your computer applications and mobile phones for calls and meetings. They're identical in the way that they connect. They both include a USB adapter. You connect it to your computer, and then you have the ability to easily connect between, say, your Zoom calls on the computer or your mobile phone calls, whether it be for business or personal use.
All right, now we're gonna test out the active noise canceling between the two headsets to see which one performs better. So Drew, put on a headset and I'll fire up this blender to make some noise, see how much is canceled. Ready?
Let's do it.
This one. You good?
I'm good.
All right, so which one do you think performed better as far as canceling out noise in our room here?
I would say the Jabra is probably 20 to 30% more.
Okay.
The cushions are a bit bigger too, so that plays a part in it all. With the ANC on though, it's definitely much more noticeable on blocking out the blender noise in comparison to the Focus 2 UC. We just did a number of tests on both headsets and we didn't tell each other which one we would choose. So we were listening to music on both of the headsets and we're gonna give you our opinions right now. So you go ahead and start and then I'll take over from there.
Yeah, the speaker quality on both these headsets are fantastic. You can use them as full headphones if you're listening to music or podcasts, and of course your meetings. But my preference was the Jabra just slightly. I felt like the Poly had a bit more bass, which I tend to like, but it seemed like the Jabra had more fullness of sound between bass, treble, and mids. It just had an overall better sound to me.
Were you reading my mind?
I like to read your mind in there.
So we must be brothers. I had the exact same experience. I put the Focus 2 UC on, and at first I was kind of surprised how much bass it actually had for a business type headset. Then I put the Evolve2 75 on, and I thought it was gonna crush the Focus 2, but it really didn't in regards to bass. But as David said, it had a lot more balance between the bass, treble, and voice quality of the song. Before we get into the mic test on both headsets, there's gonna be a link in the description of this video for both headsets where you can order them from. Make sure, if you do visit our website to order, use coupon code YouTube for a sweet deal.
And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button. We'd greatly appreciate it.
On October 25th, 1985, Marty McFly, a 17-year-old high school senior, visits the home of his friend, an eccentric local scientist named Dr. Emmett L. Brown, but finds that Doc is not there.
Moments before Marty had walked in, a report came across the television about missing and stolen plutonium.
As Marty walks into Doc's house,
He kicks his skateboard and it runs into a box of plutonium that is under Doc's bed.
Marty, however, does not notice the box and proceeds to hook his guitar up to the giant amplifier.
Marty turns the amplifier settings to their highest points
And strums his guitar. The amp blows up and sends Marty flying into the shelves behind him.
Marty soon after receives a call from Doc asking him to meet him at 1:15 a.m. in the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall, and was told not to use the amplifier even though he already used it.
As Marty agrees, the clocks in Doc's basement chime the hour.
When Doc Brown remarks that the clocks are 25 minutes behind, proof that an experiment was successful, Marty realizes that he is late for school.
When Marty gets to school, he is found by his girlfriend Jennifer Parker. She informs Marty that Mr. Strickland is looking for him.
Mr. Strickland finds the teens and gives Jennifer and Marty
Marty each a tardy slip while reprimanding Marty after school.
Marty and his band, the Pinheads, audition to play at the school dance, but the band is rejected for being too darn loud. Now that we learned all about Back to the Future, which microphone do you think sounded best? Was it Drew with the Poly or me with the Jabra? Put your thoughts down there in the comment section below.
Overall, you can't go wrong with either of these headsets. If you're looking for a headset with the best overall comfort, the Focus 2 UC would be the way to go in my opinion. That being said, I feel like the Jabra Evolve2 75 is an overall better headset, being that it uses USB-C instead of micro USB. It has that foldable microphone, so it's a lot more flexible to work the way you do. And it has that added noise reduction with the ANC and improved cushions. What do you think, David?
Yeah, I agree. The Poly Voyager Focus 2 is the way to go for comfort. But if you're looking for the best performance, I would say Jabra would be the way to go. You have the better sound quality as far as speakers. The active noise cancellation is a bit better. It's gonna block out that background noise around you and really allow you to focus in on your work and calls a bit better. And then that microphone boom is awesome, where you can fold it out of the way and just listen to your music or podcast without looking like a call center headset.
So again, if you need to order either of these headsets, you would help support our small family business and YouTube channel by placing an order at either link in the description below. Don't forget to use coupon code YouTube.
And if you want to see more videos with my brother and I, make sure you hit a thumbs up on this video, as well as drop us a comment and let us know what you think. If you want to learn more about either of these headsets, we did a full in-depth review that went over even more details. The full Jabra video is right here.
Or you can find the Poly Voyager Focus 2 right there.
Thanks a lot for watching this video. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.